guys, welcome back. So I feel like today's topic is not going to be as deep, but again, welcome back to my channel, Joy Serendipity. If you are new here, my name is Joy, and this is a space where I talk about life, self-growth, relationships, healing, and navigating adulthood as women. And in today's video, it's going to be a little bit more personal because I want to talk about something that a lot of people ask me, and that is, why did I start my blog in the first place? For those of you who don't know, I run a lifestyle and advice blog called Joy's Journey of Perception, and you can find it in the website in the description. And it's honestly become one of the most important creative outlets in my life. But the truth is, I didn't start my blog because everything in my life was perfect. I started it because I needed somewhere to put my thoughts, my emotions, and my perspective about life and the various things that we encounter. And I feel like a lot of people see bloggers or like content creators and think it just started as like some fun hobby or some business idea. But for me, it was much deeper than that. It was about me like finding my voice. So today I wanted to share the full story behind my blog, why writing has always been important to me, and why creating a space like this matters so much to me. And if you enjoy conversations about life, creativity, and becoming a woman you're meant to be, make sure you subscribe to my channel because we talk about all these things. But yes, stay tuned and we will get into it. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Joy Serendipity. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. You won't regret it. Welcome back. So, I've always been a writer. Before blogging, before social media, before content creation, I've always been someone who wrote. Writing has always been how I process my life, whether in journals, grabbing a random napkin and writing. And I think also my mom passed it down to me. I have some of her journals too, she wrote in, my grandma wrote too, I have her notebooks. It's just something that we always do. Some people talk things out, some people keep things inside, but for me, writing has always been a place where I could be completely honest. And growing up, journaling became one of those few places where I felt like my thoughts could exist without being judged. I could question why things are the way they are. I could express my emotions. I could try to understand the world around me and why things work the way they do. And as I got older, I realized something. Writing wasn't just something I liked doing. It was something that helped me make sense of life, which is a part of why I studied writing in college, because storytelling, reflection, and communication have always been something that's natural to me. But even then, I didn't fully realize how important it would be to my life. So I guess you can say that that's partially why I needed a space to speak. But the real reason I started that blog was because I realized something about the internet. There are a lot of voices online, but there aren't always a lot of honest voices, right? A lot of content focuses on perfect lives and perfect relationships and perfect routines. And while there's nothing wrong with aspirational content, I always felt that there is something, there needs to be more in spaces where people can could talk about real emotional experiences in life, the life moments where there's confusion, where there's healing, where there's lessons, and where there's growth. And just a reminder that life isn't just aesthetics, it's also reflection and navigating difficult moments. Trust me, I'm at a difficult moment right now and I don't know where it's going. So writing has got me through a lot of that. But it's also learning how to become stronger and more self-aware. And I wanted to create a space where women could read something and think, okay, I'm not the only one thinking about these things. That's really where Joy's Journey of Perfection became. a place where lifestyle meets honest reflection, and it's the reflection about life and womanhood. So I feel like that is partially a component of why I started it. But there's a deeper reason into why I started writing publicly. So another reason I started my blog is because of my life experiences, which I'm now getting comfortable in speaking about, because before then it was just some big secret. But like my therapy sessions helped me like be willing to become more open. Losing both of my parents at a young age shaped how I see the world. It made me think about like life differently, and it made me think about things like independence and emotional resilience and what it means to move through life when you don't always have the support system other people might have. And when you go through experiences like that, you develop a lot of thoughts about life that don't always fit into casual conversations. So writing became my way to process those emotions and turn them into something meaningful, because sometimes pain and reflection and growth can become something powerful when you transfer them into words. And I realized something: if my experiences could help like anyone, like, or just even one person feel less alone, then sharing them mattered. That's when writing stopped becoming something just personal for me, and it became something I wanted to share with others, which then launched me into creating my platform. And that's where I start putting in the work. I put myself out there, put my stories, and I've been growing on the platform, not only as a writer but as a person. So you may be saying, what is my blog really about? Like, what is it about? When people visit my blog, they'll see topics about things like lifestyle, confidence, relationships, self-worth, personal growth. You'll get things like that. You'll get like recipes to try to better yourself. You'll get skincare products that help me like keep my skin going. Like, just think of it like going into the girls' bathroom and just chatting it up, and you guys are catching up on things with random people that you don't know. The deeper theme behind everything I wrote about empowerment is my tagline for my brand, and that's empowering women one topic at a time. And that's exactly what I want my content to do. I want women to read something and walk away feeling more confident and more aware of their worth, because the world can sometimes make women feel like they have to shrink themselves, and I don't believe in that at all. I believe women understanding their power and their voice and their value, and I feel like that's what I was put on earth to do. And writing has become one of those ways I contribute to the conversation. Like I'm like dehydrated. So turning my writing into something bigger is what I focused on. So another reason I started my blog was because I wanted to build something for myself, and it was like creative and meaningful and something that could grow into a platform. Blogging allows you to combine so many things: writing, storytelling, advice, and community, and even like business opportunities. So over time, my blog has opened doors to things like brand collaborations and partnerships. But more importantly, it allowed me to build a community of women who resonate with things I talk about. And so sometimes I find myself like, oh, I just had an idea. I need to get out there and put it out there because this could help so many women. And so my platform is something I don't take for granted, because when someone reads something that you wrote and says, this helped me, or like looks at some content and says, oh my goodness, this helped me, that's powerful. That's the kind of impact that keeps me writing. That's like, oh my goodness, I'm helping so many people. That's what I love doing. So why I still blog today is it allows me to like slow down. I still blog because writing continues to be one of the most authentic ways I express myself, and it allows me to think deeply about life and then share those thoughts with people who might be on similar journeys, whether it's navigating like relationships, adulthood, personal growth, or simply figuring out who you are. Those conversations matter so much, and that's why I created my brand. to continue being the brand that it is. A place where real thoughts and experiences and perspectives can exist. And that led me to my YouTube channel. I could tell you why I started that as well. So if you enjoyed the story behind my blog, make sure that you check it out. The link will be in the description below. And if you love things like that, if you love things like that, you should definitely follow my Substack blog, which is a different perspective of one of my favorite shows. I'll put that in the description below as well. You can visit PureJoi18.com, where I share lifestyle posts, advice, reflections, and a lot of deeper conversations we talk about here. And if you enjoy this type of content about life, growth, and becoming the best version of yourself, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos. I also love hearing from you guys, so in the comments, let me know, have you ever thought about starting a blog or creative platform of your own? I literally just talked to this lady. I went to a fitting for a fashion show, and she was like, we were talking, a stranger, girls in the bathroom uplifting each other. She was like, I've always wanted to do like social media and stuff. And I was like, well, why won't you? And she's like, I don't know, I'm nervous. I was like, no, I feel like that's the one thing that keeps people from actually doing that. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Your story can help someone out there. Start creating your content, posting, making sure that you are just being consistent, and you will find your place on these platforms. But yeah, thank you again for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video.